Hello friends, my today's topic is constructive role of scholars through e-learning in pandemic period of COVID-19. India has seen industrial revolution, green revolution, white revolution. So this revolution brought a great change in our society. In the same way, e-learning will also bring a great change in our society. In our society, educational reforms are needed. We are providing education, but we are not able to give quality education. So technology will support us a lot. We have to take a digital initiative in our educational system, and exchange of knowledge is required. We have to work in collaborative form, and e-learning will help us a lot. E-learning means electronic learning or digital learning. There are so many resources available on the different educational platforms. NROER and Diksha are educational platforms. We will find a variety of open educational resources. These resources are free and usable. Nowadays, teachers are engaging their classes through Zoom. Besides Zoom, there are other ways also, like NCERT is engaging students through YouTube live streaming, WebEx, Google Classroom, Nearpod, Google Hangouts Meet, Skype and Jitsi are also ways through which teachers can engage their online classes. We should take responsibility to develop e-contents. I want to talk today a very simple technique for the e-contents, like e-contents on PowerPoint presentation. Through slide presentation, we can take our sessions. For that, we can write text. We can select beautiful colors. We can add audio, images, or I can say illustrations. We can also select animations. We can add video clippings. And after that, we can upload the contents on YouTube channel. And we should not forget to share the link. Editing is also a very important part in the field of developing e-contents. After preparing the PPT, we give voiceover. So after giving voiceover, we should listen it. If it is not very proper, we can record it once again. Or there is also other way, like we can record our voice on Audacity software. It is also free. We can also add music. There is a great demand of interactive PPT. For making interactive PPT, we can add gaming and quiz making also. If we can add gaming and quiz making, I hope our content will be very interactive and students will like to use the content. There are some other new techniques also. For making very interesting content, we can use concept mapping. For concept mapping, we can use VUE software. For infographics, we can use Easily software that is also available free of cost. We can create interactive through H5P. All the time I try to talk about the interactive videos where students will take more interest. We can also create our content through mind mapping. For mind mapping, we can use free mind software. Storytelling is an art, and the storytelling can be converted into interactive way, and for that we can use Timeline.js. When we want to develop slides at that time, we should have different imagination in the form of graphics, and Canva will help us a lot. We can also develop our personal websites through Google Sites. That is also free of cost. Some students are very interested to visit different places. So during this pandemic, we can't move out, and virtual tour will help us a lot. So for that 360-degree virtual tour, we can use H5P. Assessment also plays very important role in our education system. So we can develop questions through Google Forms, Kahoot, Mentimeter, Flipgrid, Prof's Quizmaker, Quizzes, Hot Potatoes, GoFormative. So these software will help us a lot to develop assessment. Students will take a lot of interest to know their marks. So these softwares will help them to engage for assessment. My friends, you and the world is one. So we must develop expertise to develop content. We must take responsibility to develop it and try to share the content to the world. And now, thank you very much for patient listening.